Rubber Ducky here. Welcome to episode 38 of the Arma Cold War Assault series. James Gastovski must find and destroy the SCUD launcher before it fires. You can find the subscribe button to support the channel. Let's get moving and stop the SCUD launch. Commander, we have approximately 1 hour before Guba launches his missile. You know what you have to do. You'll start out with your team close to the SCUD's known position. Proceed to the launch area and pinpoint the SCUD as quickly as possible. The launch site will be heavily defended. Having assessed the situation, call in Zulu, 3 M1A1s, for help. Advise them whether to proceed via the eastern or the western route. If it's safe to do so, you may also call November, 2 Cobras, for additional support. I have something planned for these guys. Next, destroy the SCUD. Get back in one piece. Guba's forces are on their knees, but he still has his trump card to play, that nuclear missile. According to the intelligence report, any full-scale assault would give the Russians enough warning to launch the SCUD prematurely. So I'm going to take in a few key units, get in as close as I can without being spotted, then strike fast and hard. I've got 1 hour. It all comes down to this. I don't even want to think about what's going to happen if I don't make it. Intelligence has narrowed the SCUD's location down to an area in the Kolgajevian Mountains. You will lead a combined special forces and regular infantry squad to first locate and then destroy the missile. Support will be on hand from the Zulu tank force and November's Cobra gunships. You are advised to remain undetected until you have located the missile and are ready to attack it. Any premature engagement could cause Guba to bring forward the missile launch. There will be many enemies: tanks, Shilkas, infantry, Spetsnaz. Be careful. Do not sacrifice tanks and choppers, unless it's absolutely necessary to complete your mission. Good luck. So we're going to need some special gear here. Just to be safe, I am going to keep the MP5, but I'm going to ditch the satchel charges, and we're going to take a law launcher instead. And then if plan A fails, we'll have the law launcher as a backup, and we'll still be able to pop the SCUD. So I think 2 might be another law launcher. Yeah, there's not a lot of better options. So I think we'll just give another law to 2. And so same sort of situation here. We're going to remove the satchels and then give him a law. And I think we're ready. That's all we need.
Papa Bear to all units. Please report. Over.
This is Alpha. We're in position and ready to move out.
Zulu here. Just give us a signal and we'll come charging in.
November to base. We're locked, loaded, and ready to lift off on your mark.
Okay, Alpha. This is in your hands. You've got 1 hour to save us all. Good luck. Papa Bear out.
All right.
2 negative.
We are... Oh. 2, get in the car. We are just taking 2, 3, and 4 with us. 5, 6, 7, and 8 are going to stay put. They're our contingency. Now, as I mentioned, I had a plan for the choppers. So November's over here to the southeast. That's where we're heading. Let me know in a comment down below if you're aware of this. The November pilots are not in their helicopters, which means you can take the helicopters. The drawback to that, there are a bunch of Shilkas. So I want to say 4, maybe more, but I'm pretty sure it's at least 4. So if you just call in November, they'll just get gunned out of the sky before they do anything. And then there's multiple T-80s. So if you just call in Zulu, they'll get blasted. So you need a better plan. Now, one plan is you can take all your AT troops, try and engage as many tanks as possible, call in Zulu. If you can pop the Shilkas, you can call in November as well. If you can pop the Shilkas first, you can call in November and then pull back, call in Zulu, and both of them can take out the T-80s. That's still a little bit of a roll of the dice. So the other option is you take November yourself and as long as you're kind of cautious and engaged from distance, you can usually, and I use usually loosely, but you can usually get the Shilkas before they get you. One of the keys I'm going to use here is I want to get altitude, and I'm just going to approach slowly until they start to appear on my radar. If that goes well, I can usually get the missiles off before they, you know, track me, target me, whatever. And plus, we're going to be, I don't know, maybe 2 clicks out from the Shilkas at the time we engage them. So they don't really tend to engage, or at least have accuracy at that range. Now, we're at the chopper base. I'm pretty sure they're on the outside of the fence, so we need to find the gate. Oh, there it is. And that's the plan. Now, like I said, I've got a law launcher myself, and I've got AT troops stationed back at the origin. So if we need to, we can always set down and go in with that, but we will have very limited time to do so. Oh, we need everybody to stay alert. There we go. We don't want to be always having our gun on our back in the event that we have to get out.
2, 3, 4, stay alert.
All right, let's get loaded up, and we'll get 3 and 4 in the other Cobra, and they can get in anywhere. We'll get 2 in here as our co-pilot. So with him in here, it won't be like using the Hind in the previous mission. I will actually be able to use his head to target the gun for, you know, vehicles, infantry, whatever we need. But the gun won't just be static on the front of the chopper. So it makes a huge difference having a co-pilot. So we got to wait for 3 and 4. They're in the chopper. We got to get them to follow us. So let's get manual fire on. We've got tow missiles selected, and we got to tell them to come to us, and that should get them to start the engine. So you do have to be careful. They can crash into you, so just watch out for that. Now it's just a matter of getting some altitude. All right, we're 300 meters almost. We're just going to creep in. And now Zulu is on their way in. They're going to draw a little bit of fire, as well as act as anti-tank support for us. So if you notice, we're going very slow. Speed's around 15. We can pick up a little bit, but we do not want to go too fast through here. We're still 2 clicks out. We have nothing on the radar yet. Going to start slowing down here in just a second once we start seeing them pop up. We're up to 60. Okay, first target. I don't know what it is, but we're just going to start engaging all these vehicles. Just try and drop whatever we can. They haven't engaged us, so we don't need to slow down and hover.
12 o'clock, unknown, tank, 1,000. 12 o'clock, tank, 1,000. Target tank,
all right.
3-0.
We're going to drop down. Be able to get some eyes on this stuff. There's the T-80, we don't want that. There's the Shilka. Missile off the rail. Another Shilka. Shilka destroyed. There's another Shilka. He's close to us. Oh, he hit us, but I think we got him. Yep. You can hear him blow up. All right. So the key there, just don't fly in at full speed, because you will not be able to switch targets and destroy the Shilkas before they all come to bear on you. So you want to pick them off kind of one at a time. So I just creeped in. We did pick up speed to about 80, 90. And then at that rate, like, we can still switch back and forth. Now we can mop up some tanks. That'll make Zulu's day a little bit easier. There's going to be a ton of infantry down there, and they have a lot of AT soldiers. So Zulu has their work cut out for them. But they're pretty potent. They just can't do it by themselves. Let's get some rockets on this guy, because we are now out of tow missiles. Alright, that T-80's down. Let's get some rockets down here. There is a bunch of infantry floating around down there. Alright, we got a few more red dots out there. What's this one? Alright, it's a 272, so we're going to head out here. I think he's heading to intercept our tanks. But we'll try and put some rockets down here. I think we missed. Might have let him too much there. Alright, we got Zulu on our left flank. We got T-80s coming to intercept them on the western route, so we're going to put some rockets down here as well. Alright, we got that second T-80. I don't think he's dead, but I did see the turret go black. Alright, 3 is engaging with the gun. They might be out of missiles and rockets. There's our tanks. So that T-72 is still out there. Beautiful. T-72 is destroyed. So, if you missed it, the launch has been brought up. We got 5 to 6 minutes to destroy the Scud before it launches. And then our Abrams are here, so they'll help deal with whatever we got. This T-80 right here, though, let's try and drop him. Come on, get the gun on him. There we go. Alright, that T-80's dead. What's this? A T-80 with no turret. It is white, but I believe it's still technically alive. Not anymore. Those T-80s are dangerous. Looks like 4 is the co-pilot in 3 and he's dead, so I don't know if 3 can do much, but we'll let him try and engage if he can. And it is hard sometimes with these rolling hills and stuff to get the gunner to actually target the vehicle, so we overshot there every round. Can we get him from this angle? Got a few hits. Now we're overshooting again. Nose down. I think we got some hits. Sounds like something blew up. Alright. Try that T-80 out there. We did get the T-72. We're going to have the same problem with it. Let's see. This one. Doesn't look like there's a lot of good targets in the target list. I think the tanks are either destroyed or damaged out, but we want to get all the full kills. Scud launcher is down there low, up against the mountains, so we'll have to circle around and get that soon. Try and get this T-80. No. Put the nose down a little bit. Nope, he's overshooting. Still overshooting. Might have got a hit there. Alright, we're gonna have to dip the nose. Keep creeping in. Alright, can we drop that? The Scud's not easy to hit because it's hard to get him to target it. Come on. Ooh, Abrams are getting hit. Ugh. Now we can force him to target it by doing this. Get the nose down. Okay, Scud is destroyed. Timer is off. Let's go ahead and send 3 back to the November base. That way he doesn't just get killed, and also he is an extra liability for us to watch out for in the air. Like there he is right there. Tank just got hit again. No, no. Alright, let's try and get a flyby on this. So close. Goes down. Hits.
Target officer, 330.
Where's this officer? Oh, you gotta get your gun down lower than that, buddy. What are you shooting at? So yeah, there's some weird targeting issues with them in this little, like, valley or basin or whatever.
02.
And it does get tricky. I also don't know if that's, like, universal to the mission, so if that has something to do with November's lack of success. That guy went flying.
Soldier, 04. No target. Target soldier, 04.
I don't see him there. We're also high on it.
Target Abrams, 04.
Nope,
No
nope,
target.
not the Abrams.
11 o'clock. Soldier 200.
Target
All right.
soldier, 05.
I don't know that there's a soldier there. He might have once been there, but he's not there now. There's one. See, like, he does engage up there on the ridge. Pretty sure that guy's dead.
Target soldier, 1.
I don't think there's a guy there. Ooh. Abrams just blew somebody away.
3. Status red. Target
So
T80,
this T-80 is like the
05.
only thing left in the target list. We're going to try and find a way to get his gun down low enough. I think we're going to just get low, tip the nose, just like that. Still not dead. Keep going. There we go. T-80's destroyed. All right. I think that's actually everybody. So we're going to head back over here to where we started. And then that should wrap up the mission. We got the SCUD destroyed. Everybody's currently safe. And James Gastovski shows off his prowess as a pilot. Giving Sam Nichols a run for his money, I guess. We did not have to use 5, 6, 7, or 8. So they just got to hang out. 3. You can disembark. Oh, we don't even have to get out. All right. 5 stars. Score of 23,900. Victory. Scud launcher destroyed. Well, it looks like the war is finally over. Now you've neutralized Guba's secret weapon. He's weak and defenseless. We owe you one, Commander. You might just have averted World War III. Looks like we killed 4 T-80s, 4 Shilkas, a T-72, 2 Spetsnaz, 2 BMPs, 2 RPG soldiers, a machine gunner, a SCUD, 33 crew, and 3 soldiers. We did lose Chris Marie, who was 4. He was the co-pilot gunner in the 2nd Cobra. But we stopped World War III and we got the SCUD, so 1 casualty is an acceptable loss. There is still a little bit more to come, so make sure that you're subscribed so that you don't miss out. Leave a like if you enjoyed the video, and comment down below if you've used this method, if you knew about this method, or if you have a different strategy that you prefer. Thanks for watching. See you in the next one.